If I had a choice, I won't. Especially with women like you. Hey boo, so in today's video, I am answering your question because more often than not, you ask me, Kiki, how do you keep the makeup off of your clothes? We're talking all about transfer proof setting sprays. Yes, hun, it's going to be transfer proof. The makeup will not sweat off, rub off. It will not settle in wrinkles. So if you want to know how to keep the makeup off of your white collar, keep watching. So this is how we kicking it off, babe, in a full-blown bonnet. And guess what? We're using the worst best foundation. The layering of the specific products that I'm about to show you, if it keeps this on my skin, it will keep anything on the skin, because that particular foundation, I love it so much, but it's the best worst foundation that I have because it matches my skin perfectly, but it breaks apart like that. Like whenever I have that makeup on, my daughter be like, Ma, I can't tell you have nothing on at all. Like, it looks like you have on nothing. And it's lightweight, it's breathable, it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. But babe, when I tell you, it just is not long wearing. It breaks apart so quickly. And when I say break apart, I don't mean like peeling and like chunky or anything. I mean, you just start to see through the makeup. Like, it's just no more coverage. Because I love it so much, I continue to just like work with it, right? Like, what can I use with it? How can I prime? What can I do? Like, how can I make this makeup a little bit more long lasting? And I found the solution. So I'm confident that this layering combo that I'm about to show you, if it works for that Chanel foundation, I'm sure it will work for any foundation. And this is literally like no shade to the Chanel foundation. I've always said that I think it works best like right against the skin. And sometimes makeup companies, they will make a product that's like, no, this product is not about to play well with no other products. You're gonna have to use this with our primer, with our stuff. And hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. So in this new way I do my makeup, the base is flawless and it definitely lasts all day. It does not break apart, because let me tell you, if the makeup is going to break apart and settle in lines and things like that, it's going to do it right away. It's not going to take a long time before it starts acting up. I am so happy that I did not give up on that foundation. I kept playing with it. I swapped some things out for other things and layered things a little bit differently and pulled this out and put that in, and I have it. Let's just get into it, girl, because I have been talking for like 80 minutes now. I got my dermatology eye patches on because I have been so tired as of late. I have not been getting good rest, and I feel like it shows. Like, I had a skincare video planned for today, but I'm like, no. First off, I wanted to bring you this video, and secondly, let's let the skin get a little bit better. Amen. So I'm about to go in with my Avo Cosmetics Botanical Toner, all natural, vegan, and organic. You can find this on my site. Next, I'm going to go in with the Lancome Genifique. This one is the concentrate. This is the Belief Aqua Bomb Eye Gel, hun. If you need to look awake and nice and depuff in a pinch, definitely go for this. And this is one thing that I'm doing different. I'm putting the face base down first, and then I'm gonna go in with the Chanel serum on top of this. Now the Chanel Skin Enhancer. Notice my gem right here. Like, I literally can't do my makeup without it. And all you need is one pump. Next up is to go in with the NYX Plump Right Back. Definitely see why it's a fan favorite. So now I'm going to take a little bit of the Master Prime by Maybelline, and I'm going to concentrate this right on the pores. And I'm using just the tiniest, slightest bit. So while we're letting the primers do their thing, I'm going to go in on the brows. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my concealers. The Natasha Denona for underneath the eye. Taking the Gucci in the smile lines. The NARS Soft Matte Pot Concealer. This is in shade Amande. We're going to put this all over our dark spots. Then we're gonna let this just sit for as long as we can. I'm sitting here looking at my brushes like, yeah, babe, you stiff. It's time to wash you. Like, of course, I sanitize my brushes all the time, but that's not washing them. Washing them is getting the makeup and the gunk out. And when I tell you, there is no beat that is going to apply and look smooth and look good and look blended and flawless like a beat that you have done with freshly washed makeup brushes and sponges. I'm also going to show you a trick at the end that I've been doing so that the makeup looks really pretty and fresh and beautiful up underneath the eye, because if it's one thing I can't stand, that is like a cakey looking under eye. Because for my face personally, like all of this will look luminous and dewy and beautiful and like skin, and then right up underneath the eye it'll look like powder, it'll look like makeup, and I just don't like that. I want it all to look very seamless, very beautiful, very movable. Stay to the end so you can see my little trick that I've been doing as of late that makes the under eye of this look so beautiful. All right, so this is the trick right here that you need to know. Take your Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray and spray your your dry black beauty blender. It has to be black. Make sure it's nice and saturated, and then just start bouncing that concealer in. Taking a little bit of the foundation. Oh, so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Alright, so now let's set this. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter in the yellow bottle, like the vitamin C. I just put it in this because the way that that one squirts out is terrible. I don't know if I got a broke bottle or whatever, but I couldn't take it, so I just transferred it into my own bottle. That's a huge key to makeup that lasts all day. Transfer proof makeup is mid-beat. Use a makeup spray dead smack in the middle of your makeup routine. Now we're going to set and bake. I'm gonna zoom through the rest of my makeup so we can hurry up and get to the setting spray. All right, so the makeup is complete and it is looking so good. I'm gonna put my highlight on after we are done with the setting spray. You know, highlight is the very last step. This is the CoCo Girls highlight palette, and baby, these are buttery, these are beautiful, these are beaming, these are so easy to use. Grab this off of my site, girl, because you will not regret. And with all of the different colors, you'll never ever ever need another highlight again. Like, this will be the only highlight palette you will ever need. So before I set my makeup, I'm gonna go in with my lip. This is the lip combo that I'm using today. You know where you can find this? On my site. That's right, this right here is it, girl. It's available for pre-order, and then I'm going to shine it up with Shy. But you know what, this beautiful nude right here, this naked shade, that's also really 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 gorgeous. Actually, I'm gonna put a little bit on so you can see. So pretty. And I'm gonna go in with It Girl right in the center and gloss it up with Shy. Delicious. The perfect nude combo for brown skin. Like, stop. Pillowy, cushiony, so soft, so comfortable to wear, so glossy. Like, yes. And look at how the blush is popping, boo. Put a little bit more on because once we do the under eye and put the highlight and set and all of that is gonna melt in a little bit more. But yeah, you can find this on my site too. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the transfer proof makeup setting spray. This is the Loreal Infallible 3-second setting mist with 36 hours worth of wear. Now, the only thing that I have to say about this is that once you do put this on, you will feel like a tightening of the face. And if that feels uncomfortable for you, then after it's been on for a while, I wouldn't do it right away. Like, give it a sec. Then you could go in with like a MAC Fix Plus. This right here will help to just juice up everything and not make it feel so tight. You can also go on with the D'Alba First Spray Serum. Now, this right here, this will have you looking so juicy, so dewy. Like, if you truly love that dewy look, definitely finish your makeup off with this. My makeup is all done. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to melt the makeup in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. And that's just to take away that powdery cast. And then for the under eye trick, we're going to take the Iconic Illuminator drops. I like to use 2 drops of these and 1 little swipe of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. So let me show you what I do. Let me shake this up. Okay, I take 1 drop and put it on my hand just so that it could be like a base. And look at how beautiful it makes the skin look. Like, do you see? Gorgeous. Okay. Then I'm going to do 1 drop and 1 swipe of this. Like that. Mix them together real good. Take a dry beauty sponge. Get it all off your hand and then just tap right really close to the under eye. Lightly and gently, not a lot, because you don't want this to migrate down toward the pores. And then tap it in. And this just helps the under eye look like the rest of the face. And it also helps your highlight blend in with your under eye. Blinding. All right, now to go ahead and lock everything in, shake it up and hold it a little bit far back. My eye damn near stuck together, baby. But when I say the makeup is not gonna go anywhere, it's not gonna go nowhere. Okay. And then what you will notice is like a mattifying effect. If you don't like that tight feeling though, and you need to go in with something like the MAC Fix Plus just to relieve some of that tension on your skin, this will bring up texture. For me, my texture is minimal and you can only see it like when you're super zoomed in, but when you're like at a normal distance like this, you cannot see it. So if you do not want to exaggerate your texture, skip this step. Give it a minute before you go in with that. Like, allow your skin to at least like start feeling tight. Like, if it starts feeling tight, then go in with this. If it doesn't start feeling tight and uncomfortable, you don't have to do it at all. Move on with the rest of my getting ready and give the setting spray a chance to really warm up to the skin and lock in. Okay, boo. So I went and reaccessorized. Got the makeup off my clothes, got the makeup off my hands, washed my hands, and while they were still damp, not wet, I took my fingers and just tapped on the inner corner and the outer corner of my eye. I was not kidding when I said they felt like they were stuck together. So that little bit of moisture helped to relieve some of that stick. But as far as the makeup, for me, it feels comfortable. When I was in the bathroom, baby, the face was sitting, looking in that mirror. I was like, yes. You know, the bathroom light do not have no mercy on no one, baby. And when I say the face is giving, it's giving. The skin looks soft, supple, smooth, juicy, plumped up, and just outright beautiful. Everything is a 10 out of 10 for this setting spray for me. I'm gonna always use all of the setting sprays that I use today. The only one that's replaceable is this one right here. If I had a choice, I won't, because they all do different things. So I use this to like take away that powdery cast right at the end. I use the Urban Decay All Nighter to set mid makeup. I use the Charlotte Tilbury to blend out my concealer, and I also use it at the very end to lock in right around my smile line. And now my new favorite is the L'Oreal Infallible to use at the very end to make the makeup transfer proof. So like, never be afraid to mix things up. I know for most people they'll be like, oh, I have a setting spray, I use this setting spray, but all of them do different things. And when you're doing your makeup, you want it to look good, you want it to last, you have to mix and match products to get the result that you want. If you like today's video, be sure to join my free VIP beauty community. It's all about beauty, makeup, skincare, fashion. I'm dishing all of the tea that will keep you looking good. And in the meantime, click like, click share, click subscribe, duh, and I'll be sure to see you on the next one. Mwah!
I've been losing friends and finding peace.